Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today we're in the bathroom in the Handyman Special House, and our sink is not draining. So, I'll show you that. Alright, so here's the sink. You can see the water in there. And it's not moving at all. It's just kind of sitting around. Alright, so there's a couple of different products that you can use. This is a skinny snake. They say it's a skinny snake. It's 1/8 of an inch and it's 10 feet. And what you can do is you undo this and you bring it out and then you put it down in your sink and you turn it like this. Okay, so we're going to do that first. The other thing that you can do is there's like a drain snake. They call this a canister auger. Okay, so once again, the same idea. You open this, you put it out, you jam it down the pipe, you turn this set screw, and then you actually turn the whole thing. And then this will move around down there, and slowly you'll insert that into the drain, and that can clean out the clog. This is what plumbers use all the time. These are like sink snakes, drain snakes, stuff like that. Very useful tool, very inexpensive. The other thing you can do, and we'll do this too, this is called a Ptrap. So what happens here is water sits in this and it prevents sewer gases from coming back up the sink and stinking it out. So this one has a clean out on the bottom, and I'm a little afraid to take that off because it doesn't look like it's on properly. It looks like it's on a little sideways. So I'm not sure if that will reseal if I take it off, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. It looks like they... See up at the top here? That doesn't look like it's straight on either. My goodness, the people here. Now, another thing that we're going to want to do in a little while is this guy right here. You got to take that out. And that is for your sink stopper. Okay, and you can see back up on the pipe here that bar goes across, and when you pull up on it, that lowers and raises your sink stopper. Okay, so that's this guy right here. So you raise and lower that. Right, so move it up. Stops the water. Move it down. The water is supposed to drain, but it's not. So first we're going to try the skinny snake. We're going to just put it around that. So we're going to put the snake in and we'll see if we can get it down. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to tie that, or tighten that, and then we're just going to spin it. And we're going to move it up and down and spin it around a little bit. So no water, so the water's starting to drain already. See that? So if we pull it out, sometimes you can see hair and stuff on it. Well, we'll put that back in, and it's kind of stuck at the bottom. So we're going to take a little bit more. So I'm going to take a little bit more, wiggle that around, turn it, and we're going to try to get it to go through the drain, or the so what I'm assuming is happening here is that it's getting caught on the clean out at the bottom. Because normally, back up in here, I'm going to take this out. So it has this round ball on it right here. So that goes into the hole, which is over here. And this part here, use my finger, that will lift your drain stopper up and down. Okay, And I'll show you that. Right now it's in the sink. So you get all sorts of scunge, grease and grime and crap on these things. This is your drain, your sink stopper. So we'll clean all the crap off of that. This is all grease and hair and guck. Alright, so I clean that off. So I'll do is just get some paper towels. And it's slimy and gross. You know, really gross, really slimy. And there's all sorts of gross scunge. We're just going to clean that off. Alright, so I don't know if you can really see this, but I'm going to use one of these brushes and clean this off. That's nice and clean now. Clean as it's going to get, really. Alright, so in the sink there's toothpaste and hair and soap and grease, and it's all stuck in there. See, look at all the hair. Look at that. That's like a rat. That's disgusting. That's all hair. That goes into the garbage. Alright. Let's scoop around some more here and see if we can get anything else up. And then we're just going to move around. Don't drop your knife. Alright, so that's in. Now we're going to put in the snake. And we're going to move that around. Okay, so the clean out is right here. So, oops. And we're going to open this. Or try to open that. Get my channel locks. Alright. There's going to be water in it. And a bunch of crap. So I've got a bowl underneath. Oh, and a towel. That's a good thing. I have all that. And the clean out is kind of dirty and gross, so we'll wash that out. So I mop that up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drain snake up on this side and make sure that that side is relatively clean. So you can see some stuff come back up. So I will tighten that up and turn it. So you can see the crap coming back out. Alright, so I'm going to put this back on. And there's a rubber washer in there. And make it a little more than hand tight. Not like super tight, but tighter. This guy here has this little spot here, and that pin has to go through it. So it goes down like this in the sink. And it says Delta on the top. So that's basically the direction that it should be. So that means this part should be on the outside. I think we're going to put it in and try it. Now before I tighten it up, I'm going to try it. Pulls down all the way. It won't lock in when it's loose, but it seems to function good. Oh, it came out. Damn. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to turn it the other way. I'll turn it the other way. Alright, so it's working now. Closes all the way. Opens same amount as it did before. Okay. And it stays up, it locks. So the next thing we have to do is this nut that's right there. We've got to tighten that up just a little bit past hand tight. Alright, and then I'm going to straighten this bar a little bit. So, that piece right there, it goes around, I wish I could show you better. It goes around on both sides of this metal thing, and it locks in. So that way your metal bar doesn't come apart, like fall off the end. So that's what that does. It wraps around on both sides of the bar and holds it all in place. Okay, so now we have this all in place. Our sink functions. So turn on the water. Now we're going to leave the water running. It's going through the overflows right now. I'm going to open this up, leave the water running, hear the air bubbles come up, and even with the water on full, it's draining and you can hear the air go through the system. Much better than it was before. Look at that, it's draining so fast that even though the water's on full, it still drains completely. So that's very satisfying. Now my sink is dirty and I got to clean it. And we have to look underneath. And we look underneath, and here's the bottom of the sink. That's the Ptrap. Okay. And look around, see if there's any water. That's all dry. That's all dry. Yeah. Once again, a little dirty because I spilled dirty water in there, which means I have to clean it. But everything is dry. So there you go. Job well done. So there you go. You just cleaned your sink. It didn't cost you anything. Maybe a drain snake or a sink snake. You know, really not that much. And so we used a snake. We used a cleaning brush. This is like a kitchen cleaning brush. You'll find this with your scouring pads and stuff at the store. And I used a knife, just a kitchen knife. And that's it. It was simple and easy, right? Pretty simple, pretty easy? I think so. Anyway, what would a plumber charge you for that? 90 bucks? $150 to clean that? You could go and get the other products that are supposed to clean clogs in your sinks, and like Liquid Plumber or Mr. Drano or any of that stuff. It's not really worth it. So, not in my opinion anyway. They're never really that successful. So if you take a couple of things apart, you can clean out your sink real quick and easy. Once again, a little snake. This is a skinny snake. The other one's just like a sink snake. And then you can get bigger ones that are drain snakes for things like your toilet. It all works really the same way. It's super simple. Anyway, here you go. Job well done. Go have a beer, relax, and thanks for watching. Cheers.